Have you ever pretended to be someone you're not, just to avoid judgment?
Maybe you bought something you couldn't afford. Maybe you smiled through expensive dinners while calculating every dollar. Maybe your life online looks nothing like your bank account.
This is Blake. To everyone watching, he had it all figured out.
Sleek car, designer clothes, weekend getaways. Every post, every appearance, perfectly curated.
Blake drove a car that turned heads. But there was a detail he never mentioned. At expensive restaurants, Blake smiled. But inside, he was calculating, always calculating.
Social media showed success. Reality showed something else entirely. 3 days before every payday, Blake's account hit zero. 4 credit cards, all maxed out. 2 years of debt, carefully hidden.
Every morning, Blake rehearsed his confidence in the mirror. The man he showed the world. The man he wished he was.
His sister Sophia called one evening. "Blake, are you really okay? I mean, truly okay?"
"I'm fine," he said. "Just busy." He hung up and stared at nothing.
Then came Tuesday, the Tuesday that changed everything.
Blake's security badge didn't work. Must be a glitch, he thought.
In a glass-walled conference room, 2 people from HR delivered the news. "We're restructuring. Your position has been eliminated."
Blake carried a cardboard box to his car. Everything he built, fitting in one small box. The severance package would last exactly 6 weeks. 6 weeks before complete collapse.
3 weeks later, Blake returned the car. He handed over the keys and took the bus home.
On that bus, Blake pressed his forehead against the cold window. For the first time in years, he let himself feel it. Shame. Real, deep shame.
Blake drove 2 hours to the countryside, to Uncle James, the one person who might understand.
They sat on the porch with tea. Blake talked, really talked. For the first time in years, he told the truth. Uncle James walked to the yard where 2 trees stood. "See that tall one? Lost 3 branches in last spring's storm. This shorter one didn't lose a single branch. Want to know why the tall tree spent all its energy on what people could see? Height, drama, impression, but underground, shallow roots. The short tree, deep roots. That's the difference. When the storm came, the tall tree couldn't hold all that weight above, nothing holding it below. Blake, you've been building the tall tree. Impressive branches everyone can see. Car, clothes, image. But when your storm came, Uncle James pulled out a worn notebook. I've kept this since I was 26. 3 columns, earned, spent, kept. The kept column never goes to zero. Ever look?" He flipped through pages. Years passed. The kept column grew, slowly, steadily. Without drama, most people spend their whole lives keeping up with people who are also just keeping up. Nobody's actually ahead. They're all just exhausted. You've lost the car, the image, the performance. But you haven't lost the most important thing. Time. You're 31. You caught this early. Blake moved to a smaller apartment. One he could actually afford. No performance required.
He took a job that paid less but offered something priceless: peace. His co-workers brought lunch from home. Nobody wore design or anything. Blake deleted his social media. Not as a statement. He just needed to stop performing and start living. He started Uncle James' system. 1/5 of every paycheck, set aside. The number was small, embarrassingly small, but it wasn't zero.
By the end of year 1, the smallest credit card was paid off completely.
He called Sophia and told her everything. The truth. All of it. She didn't say, "I told you so." She said, "I'm proud of you."
By the end of year 2, all 4 credit cards were gone. His savings account had a real number. A number that wasn't zero.
Blake returned to Uncle James' porch. 2 years later, same tea, different man. Blake pulled out his own notebook. Uncle James smiled. "You don't just understand it now. You're living it." They looked at the 2 trees again. The tall one, shorter now but healing. The short one, unchanged and strong. "How does it feel?" Uncle James asked. Blake thought for a moment. "Like I can finally breathe."
Blake's story isn't just about money. It's about the difference between a life that looks good and a life that actually is good. Real security is invisible. It doesn't post on social media. It lives quietly in savings that never hit zero. So here's what you can do. Right now, write down your real numbers. What you owe, what you spend, what you keep. That number you keep, that's your root system. If it's zero, you have no roots. And a tree with no roots cannot survive the storm.